Assalamualaikum et bonjour. Today, we are going to learn how to describe weather in detail. Alright, here the title is Le temps ou la météo. Okay, it means weather. Alright. Quand on parle de temps, on utilise l'expression. Okay, when we talk about weather, we normally use expressions like il or il y a. Well, il means it, il y a means there is or there are. Okay, now before anything else, there are three variations on how to describe weather. Now, let's look at it one by one. Alright. Okay, now you have it here. Now, again I repeat, there are three variations on how to describe weather. The first one, it starts with the expression il with the verb. You have it here. You have il and then you have verb. Okay. There are two verbs which are commonly used in describing weather. You have it rains and it snows. So, the example given here is il pleut souvent. I repeat that again. Il pleut souvent entre novembre et février. Il pleut. So, the verb is in the example is pleut. Okay, so you have il and then you put pleut. Pleut is the verb. Pleut comes from the verb infinitive pleuvoir. It means to rain. Okay? Now, the first variation is to use il with the verb. And in this example, it is pleuvoir. And it is il pleut souvent entre novembre et février. Okay? Just now I mentioned there are two verbs which are commonly used with this expression. The first one is it rains. The second is it snows. So you have il neige. It means it snows. And neige comes from the verb neiger. Alright? Okay? It comes from the verb neiger. Neiger means to snow. Okay? Now, let's move to the second variation on how you describe weather. Okay? Now, you have it here. Normally, we use il with fait and we put adverb. Well, okay? Now, il fait means it does or it makes. Now, fait here comes from the verb faire. It means to do or to make. But for weather, we use this expression, okay? And normally this expression is used with an adverb. What kind of adverb that you know? Do you know any adverb? Okay, let me give you one example here. Well, you have it here, one example. The adverb is chaud. Okay? Now, the examples given here, il fait chaud en Malaisie. It means it's hot in Malaysia. Well, there are few adjective which you can use, right? You can use, beside chaud, you can use beau. Beau means beautiful. So, by adding beau to the expression il fait, it means it is a beautiful day. So, you can say, il fait beau en Malaisie. Okay? Now, the opposite of beau is mauvais. So, when you put mauvais, automatically it means Il fait mauvais en Malaisie. It means it's a bad day in Malaysia. Okay, means the weather is very bad. It's under either thunderstorm or well, whatever, which is bad day. Okay, right. Now, the other one is the opposite of show. What is the opposite of show? And show means here hot. The opposite is cold. So you have it here, froid. So, by changing the adjective chaud to froid, you can say it's a cold day in Malaysia. So, you can say il fait froid en Malaisie. Right? So, these are the 4 adverbs that you can use, right, with the expression il fait. Okay? Now, let's move to the third variation, which is the last variation. Okay, you have here il y a. Il y a. Okay, il y a means what? There is or there are, depending on the how you use it. No, but normally here, to describe weather, you use il y a with a noun. Okay, nom is a noun. And here, in this example, soleil is the noun. Le soleil. Soleil means sun. So you can say, il y a du soleil. Or to make it even better, you can add on était, non était. It's a liaison, yeah? It's a link from N to the E. En été, il y a du soleil. It means during summer, it's sunny. There is a sun. Well, you don't see it, there is a sun. Of course, there is sun, but you say during summer, it is sunny. Okay? Right. Okay. Now, let's recap that again. There are 3 variations on how you can describe weather. The first one using il with the verb. Okay. Example, il pleut souvent entre novembre et février. Second, using il fait, the expression il fait with an adverb. Example here, chaud. Il fait chaud en Malaisie. And the third variation is using il y a, which means there is or there are, and you add nom to it, the noun, and in this clip, the example is en été, il y a du soleil. Alright, I hope you are able to describe weather in detail on your own. Okay, so bon courage, merci beaucoup, et au revoir.